2 men are dead following a police action shooting late Thursday. And while police still don't know exactly what actually killed the men, they have released some new information about the investigation.
News 18's Elizabeth Rentschler joins us now with more on what police are learning, even at this hour. Elizabeth.
Absolutely. You know, not a lot of new information came out today. In fact, really pretty much the same information all day that we were learning last night. However, they did say they do have a better understanding of this relationship between the two men. They say one of the men drove his truck into a Lafayette home. Now, as far as the family who lives inside the home, it was a very scary night for them. They say they were awake for most of it. While they estimate the damage to their home is somewhere between $30,000 to $50,000, they say they're very lucky. It could have been much worse. The neighborhood on Kettle Circle in Lafayette is described by neighbors as a quiet place to live. But Thursday night, that wasn't the case.
I was laying in bed watching TV and heard 3 gunshots right outside the house there, and jumped up, threw some clothes on, and came to the office window and seen the officers chasing the truck. Lafayette
Police Lieutenant Brad Hayworth says that truck was a silver Dodge pickup. Just after 11:15 Thursday night, Hayworth says officers arrived at the IHOP on South Street in Lafayette for a report of a man who said he was being held at gunpoint against his will. When officers arrived at the IHOP, they found bloodstains on the ground and saw the suspect and the victim drive away in a silver Dodge pickup.
There was shots fired from the silver truck that we were looking for at the police cars. There was an officer that did fire at the truck, and then after that a short pursuit incurred.
That pursuit led the officers and the suspect through the neighborhood on Kettle Court. That's when Gary Wolf says he saw the Dodge pickup stop momentarily and then take off.
He stopped there for a minute and then just floored it and was headed right for the house, and then he just veered off to the left and crashed into my neighbor's house.
News 18 spoke with the family Friday afternoon, and while they did not want to do an on-camera interview, they did tell us they are very lucky. Their 5-year-old son normally sleeps in this room where the truck crashed, but last night he decided to sleep with Mom and Dad. Hayworth says after the crash, the 2 men inside the truck were both found dead. Police are waiting for autopsy results before concluding the cause of death. While the cause of death is unknown, Hayworth says background information shows the relationship between the 2 men was a short one, as police believe the men had only known each other for a few days. The family did tell me today that they stayed in a hotel last night, but today inspectors ruled their house is safe to live in. But the family says contractors tell them it could be about 45 days until their house is completely fixed. Now, police did confirm the identity of one of the men, 62-year-old Joel Hirschman from Brooke, Indiana. However, his role in the incident is unclear at this time. Elizabeth Rentschler, News 18.